We're back in the room. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Hold on, let me take this off. Yeah. Yeah, welcome back to the show. It is so good of you to join us once again on this Wednesday, May 8th. I want to take time out to shout out all the folks celebrating birthdays today. Jacqueline will resume on Tuesday, okay? Anywho's. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, Gluma. Irvin, Louison, you're back in Cali, right? Good. That's why the place kind of ease up. The heat kind of ease up a little bit. Good morning, Jenny Charles Gilbert. How are you? Good morning, Sonia Penny. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Maureen Isaac. Terrence Wells. Good morning, morning room of problems. Good morning, Janelle. Julianne, good morning. Jackie Douglas Adams Pascal, how are you? How you keeps today? Are you good? Good morning, Aruna. How are you? Feeling better? How change did you good? Whatever. Rita, good morning. Morning, Roxanne. Salvan, you could do that. But the difference is I might be the only one who hear it because we've got a thing called delay and dump. So when there's a delay, so not everything you get goes out instantaneously. So if you do decide to give me a Jerry, all I do is I hit dump, and it's basically it's like you telling yourself, giving yourself a Jerry because it will not go out. We ain't no just come station. We're up to the times, okay? So get it together. I thank you. Bye. Where were we? Shelly, good morning. Jenny Coutain, good morning. Giads Lavelle. Wendy, happy birthday. Class roomies, join me in wishing Wendy. Hold on. Y'all stay distracting me, man. Yeah, join me in wishing Wendy a happy, happy solar return. It's her birthday today. Shout out all the Taurus in the building. Tamara Songbird St. Bernard, happy birthday to you as well. Wishing you nothing but good vibes and, all the best that life has to offer. So, guys, join me in wishing Wendy a happy birthday, okay? Wendy, enjoy your celebration. I know it's going to be special. Would you ever mind to call the station this morning and give me what the caller gives you? Yo, I have this on repeat. I swear I laughed. I've never laughed so hard in my life. I looked at it, I looped it, I laughed. Yo, you know what? I'm not even. Do you realize I stopped fighting for Grenadians? Y'all are just. Judy, good morning. Suzanne, good morning. Rendell, good morning. Junice, good morning. Valerie, everybody. Shauna, good morning. Our Don, I haven't seen you in a while. I guess you're busy up on the hill, but welcome back. Well, last night all you were on home. Listen, I had other things that were more pressing to deal with than coming and sitting and talking to y'all folks. It's not as if y'all pay me for my time. So I was dealing with things that actually pay me. Okay, so that comes first. Whenever I have the time, I'll squeeze y'all in my itinerary. But as of now, I had more pressing matters to deal with. Randall Barry up top. Big up Teresa, Amanda, Kadena. Who else is here? Colleen, Nikita. Hold on. Val, good morning. Lindell, good morning. Hope you are good. And make you leave your plans undone to get ready for class and no show. Natasha, good morning. Full speed on the highway. But what could be more pressing? Mr. Ray, for somebody who just comes through once in a while because you're in the gym 7 days a week, still looking for the muscles, and whenever you have time, you squeeze us in. It's not as if we're at the top of your list. You jump in, jump out. Last week you were in happy hour. The week before you were in gym. So don't act as though you're a regular classmate and you show up on time every week because you don't. Doobie, good morning. How you do? Hope you're good. Morning, Fiona. Everybody. Morning, Melvin Brown. Please explain your absence last night. Y'all was really waiting for me last night? Morris, Morris, I swear. Like, I could take a day off and let Jackie just take over the room because every day we have to do this. Every day we. It's. I don't even know why I bother. Anyway, Sweet Cakes, good morning. Right. So I see my friend came in early. I like when men actually listen because you all have a problem with following instructions. But I'm happy to see my friend. A matter of fact, was walking along the corridor about 5 to 11. It's a good thing. So, so I went to work with my laptop just for the show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to do it later, but by then my mood had already changed, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it another time. Morning, Andrea, and everybody else that's tuned in. Everybody listening via radio, or you are listening via um, YouTube, viewing on YouTube, Facebook, or online. Welcome back to the show. Good morning, Lou. Yeah, like everybody was super primed and it leaves you wanting more. So let me leave you guys to want more. So come back another time, and because sometimes it gets watered down if you do too much. But that will leave you. And I had such a nice topic, but we'll make that up. Anasha Noel Brown. Good morning, sis. I have a cyber hug for you. You know why? So here we go. Love you, love you, love you. All right, so we good. We're gonna figure this out. Good morning, Glendolyn. Desiree Skeet, I'm sounding low. I'm good. So, Mr. Skeet, think you can grace us with your presence when you're ready. But before we, am I low? Anybody? Anybody? Am I low? I sound low? I don't know. The mic is right up here. Hold on. Let me just check audio. Yeah, my volume is all the way up, and I don't want to push it too hard where it sounds distorted. But I am projecting as loud as I can, so I hope that is better. Okay. Just sit down and stop peeping, peeping, peeping. Just have a seat. What are you peeping for?
I'm trying to sort out your situation. Everybody complaining. That's what I'm trying to do.
There's no such situation. Just the mic level is all where it's supposed to be. I'm projecting my voice, so that means the problem is on the audio side of things. So we need the.
Who in charge of the audio?
No, I don't do. So that's Scratch or Denny or whoever the technicians. Scratch and Denny. That's their thing. My job is just to push the button up and push it down. I'm not. I think. Listen, anybody try that over here? Okay, that's better. All right, you see, I sound fine. Listen, some of them need some of the old phone from 19 how long that probably giving trouble and not really because I'm seeing a lot of loud and clear and they have no problems. So all they need to upgrade all your phone. Them Motorola flip phone y'all probably have since King Hatchet was a hammer, y'all need to upgrade. All right? Okay. Mr. Skeet, how are thou? Oh yes, I was about to y'all heard about AstraZeneca? Lord, look, jeez, look how this thing almost come on. I had the video open on my page with Jerry. And it nearly played. Jeez, that's what I made a brimstone on fire and power this morning. Yes. So yeah, so AstraZeneca, they say, you're not on the screen. What you doing all over there? You're just like a man. You come in the studio. I put the camera how I want it to be. You come moving.
So we are talking. If you put the mic over the way,
All you have to do is move the chair to go with the mic.
But you have to hold on. You're not into audio and things, so take it easy. Let people who know fix it now. I know. Let me fix it.
Okay, so fix the camera. Put the camera in front of you.
Yes. Hold on, Popo. Hold on, Popo. Take your time.
Anybody else is saying, but I'm very low. I don't know what else to do because the volume is all the way up. I'm gonna I have to speak to Scratch because it's all the way up.
Right.
Is that better? Yeah, I think we can work with that. Hey. You're on the side. You're still out of the screen, young man. So I need to
People
come.
set up
So
things
you
for
need to
you.
come
Come on,
this
move
way.
the
You need to
camera.
come so. You need to come.
Miserable. Everything is a problem.
Yeah, they're hearing me very clear. Okay.
Miserable, man. Miserable too much. I'm just trying to figure out why all in. Anytime you go, you keep going. Oh gosh.
No, okay, so now I'm working with you.
Gosh.
So bring the mic up a little more to your mouth, and
No, I go sort of the mic. I go sort of the microphone.
and then you're good. All right, nice.
Microphone is very bad. I go sort of the microphone. You don't worry about it.
Okay. All right, you're good. Okay, so yeah, as we were saying, the Jason Lowe,
That was before Jason Good.
no, you good now.
That was before Aruna moved the thing all over the place.
No,
And she
audio
know what
low.
she doing.
Oh, you're stressing me out with this low.
Forget that. Forget that.
Hold on,
Project your voice.
let me. I can't project more than how I'm projecting.
Right, so
Hold
we
on,
good.
hold on.
Forget that.
No, the problem is audio because listen, it's volume good on my end. Okay, so who here?
Somebody say everybody good, everybody loud. Watch that. Mute this.
Right, so we
Alcatel
good.
you had going
Yeah,
on
so watch how much time we waste trying to figure low and high, as if I'm on some stage and bandsman low. We good. Okay. So yeah, AstraZeneca withdraws COVID-19 vaccine due to rare side effect. And that is the first one I take, yeah?
there.
What is this rare side effect? I have to follow up on this rare side effect. How much years after?
The rare side effect is what happened to Ezekiel.
How much years now?
When gas passing, you just feel it just come with liquid. That is the rare side effect.
We're on 3 years now? Of 3 or 4? That's how many years now, help me now?
That is 3.5 years now.
So they just realized we have a rare side effects 3.5 years.
You just get a little bit of Ezekiel.
It says AstraZeneca recently admitted that its vaccine, initially called Covishield, could cause very rare side effects like blood clots and low blood platelet counts. I need to know who to sue. That's all I need to know. It said the decision was made because there is now a variety of newer vaccines available. That's why it's no longer being used. But the rare side effects. Oh, God.
Long they're telling all your boost all your
Anyways.
immune system, exercise, sort out all yourself, make sure all your respiratory system intact. All you ain't doing that. Vaccine can't cure that, you know.
I wanted to travel. That's why I took it.
Travel.
Wanted to travel. So, Mr. Skeet, welcome back to the room. How are you? I saw that you got permission. That's wonderful. And you were on time as well. So,
I didn't get permission. You got permission. You asked for permission yesterday and permission was granted. At least you found out your place. You knew your place. You can't demand nothing of me. You have to ask my wife and let my wife grant you permission.
so with that being said, so that is a problem that that occurs in relationship. People not knowing their place.
That is the problem. That was your problem.
So
You
so
didn't
is
know your
so
place.
is man that doesn't. So man that don't set the rules or set the foundation of their shenanigans, or is woman that's supposed to do that? So is a man that's supposed to say, Miss, okay, me and you getting into something here, but respect due to wifey at all times? The man that's supposed to do that?
You talking to me?
Me and you alone in here?
Are you crazy? I don't know nothing about that.
I'm just asking.
I just
You
say,
do not do, but I'm
no,
saying.
but hear what I say. Hear what
as
I
a
say.
man.
I have adopted you. I have adopted you as the outside woman.
I look like obese and stray. I don't belong to
gosh,
nobody.
Listen, you see the word, the use of the English language is a technical thing. Understand the use of the word in its context. I would have adopted you as the outside woman, the extra marital affair.
But
I
what-
am saying, therefore, if permission has to be granted for the use of my person, my like, my time, my effort, and my anything whatsoever else it may be, that it must be a mutual understanding, not just between me and you, but a trisexual understanding, which includes the most important person in the relationship, which is my other half.
So what is the purpose of all this? What is the benefit for all of this? You just come with one banana, one slice of watermelon, one plate of food. So what is this? So all these extra engagements.
Because I have
what is
one
the
wife.
necessity?
Because I have one wife, and the one wife give me one of everything.
So then what people just get entangled in them situation for when the wife benefits the most and you just day for day's sake? That don't make any sense. So I wish to remove myself from this engagement forthwith.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Don't let the door hit you.
Because that ain't no profit in that. That ain't making no sense.
That is all right.
That don't make no sense. That ain't, no. So I wish to take myself out. Thank you very much.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So-
Adoption papers sign off.
Not good. Not good. Not
Right.
good over here. So for the past couple of days, Jason, we've been talking and you've been catching tail end. You came in the other day and then yesterday you strolled in after we were almost through. And we were speaking about youth and especially young men. And a lot of times the focus is spent on young girls and women, and we seem to forget that men needs as much attention and needs guidance and needs support just like women do. And I think maybe that neglect is resulting in a lot of what we're seeing now. I caught the tail end of a bit of news from I think it was MTV last night, and apparently I don't know who heard who told who what. It seems as though they're based on what we were talking about, going down to meet. I heard that they're planning to do such, to have engagements with young men in certain areas, from the high come down to.
But somebody listening, and they have to listen because it is important they listen. Because if they don't listen, then they will find themselves in a position of operating from the outside. But you have to listen. When we doesn't talk stupidness here, we might laugh and we might think, but I just always tell people, in the midst of all the laughter and all the fun, there's some serious points. There's some salient points that has to be taken from it, and those points are very, more often than not, always present. Always present. So, we doesn't talk stupidness. We don't talk stupidness.
So now that we are at this juncture, we're at this point in all of this, and I had a caller yesterday, and I must say I was kind of disappointed with the caller's remarks in terms of we are making it seem like we're blowing it out of proportion, or we're making it bigger than it is, due to the fact that other places have similar or greater issues than we have. And I think we have this sort of attitude where we wait until something gets out of control, and then we run in about putting our hand on our head like Chicken Little, the sky is falling after the fact. And it's like we don't think that one too many is too much for a place as small as Grenada. And to say that we're, sometimes we exaggerating the seriousness of a situation, I kind of felt disappointed.
Let me just backpedal a little bit. Allow me to just backpedal a little bit and say this. In as much as I am very pleased to hear that recommendations are taken, and the recommendation, for those of you who missed it, was the people upstairs, all the people upstairs, the people who consider themselves to be upstairs, needs to start getting involved, engaging the youths in our community one-on-one, face-to-face, go into their habitat and deal with them there. Don't speak to them from up there, from your comfort from your comfort zone. Go into their own ecosystem and deal with them from there. And in as much as you're going to do that, and as much as I believe that has to be done, and in as much as people are now making commitments to do it, I want to say, do not take our youths for granted. They are exposed to a lot. A vagrant could become a doctor from Google. Understand the point I'm making? So they read a lot, they know a lot, they see a lot, they understand a lot, they are exposed to a lot. And by no means they are foolish. So do not take them for granted. So when you go and you meet with them and you have conversations with them, what they want you to do is to be realistic with them. Don't tell them, oh, we go do that, and talk to them and take a set of notes, and then nobody follows up with them. Don't try to go BS them, because they know, and they will know when you're taking them for a ride, and then you won't find them distancing themselves even more, and then you wouldn't be able to go back to them. Because in as much as they would be receptive initially to hear what you have to say, they know how to shut you out, and they know how to shut you out in a brutal manner. Right? So don't take our youths for granted. And as I keep saying, a lot of these young men and young ladies that we see hanging about on the streets and whatnot, they are not. Some of them actually finished secondary school. Some of them got to Form 5 and graduated. Some of them may have dropped out for whatever reason, but some of them even went beyond the secondary school level. Make no mistake about it, they are not idiots. Right? And the reason why they are speaking to us, but they are speaking to us in a language that they are comfortable speaking, that we know, but we refuse to understand. And that is what is happening now with our society. We have to learn a lot of the lingo. You understand what I'm saying? When somebody says, hey, I'm a G, what going on? The G is not for God. You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand that when they speak to you, you have to understand. You have to come down to them, and the only way you could do that is go into their environment and see what they're dealing with, because they're speaking to us. Some of them are speaking through the use of violence. Some of them are speaking through anger. Some of them are speaking by just being silent and reacting and boasting out. I know about that, right? I know about that. I grew up in an area and in a time when, I mean, you had to be tough. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not tough, then you get trampled on. So make no mistake about it. I thank God that I mean, I had even people within the community who were quote unquote bad boys back then, and people who were involved in drugs and whatnot. Even when they see you liming, walking by, they'll say, what are you doing here, boy? Move from here, boy, go to school. Move from here. You know what I'm saying? So I was fortunate enough to be part of that era, to grow up in that era. But I'm saying all of that to make the point to say that these young people are not foolish. So when you go and you speak to them, do mama guide them.
See, but the thing is, and sometimes people say, oh, well, that was back in all the days, all the time past and what have you. But you can't help but reflect on where we were, where we came from, and where we are now, because there's a distinct, the difference is so clear. Then, and I always make reference to having neighbors and, community that looked after everybody's child. And you had the permission to pull up somebody or to set you straight, slap you up, whenever you're doing something. They had permission from them to get licks, basically from the people in the community. So now you can't even do that now. It's hard to. No. I'm not saying.
You can't hit them. You can't hit them because nobody don't want you hitting them.
No, I'm not saying hitting.
Well,
I'm talking about the talking. And
yes,
last week I made mention of, last week on Monday, seeing some students in the back on their stones in NIS and telling one of the little girls, give me.
Oh, the bouquet of flowers come from me, oh Lord God, but people nice here, we. Bonji, look at people nice. Oh gosh, Kate, Aruna will nice it. Aruna, you come. It's not mine. Don't talk shop business. I thought that was mine.
Oh, let me see.
Kate, don't come back inside. Right. Conversation, don't know. She got a bouquet of flowers. She grinning from ear to ear right now. Yeah. When you finish, laugh, tell me.
Whee!
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, gigi.
You're
Go ahead.
You're so hot. You see all these, Yeah, man, you know.
Nah, you go ahead. We having a serious discussion, but you're giggling with a bunch of flowers and things because anyhow.
come eat your banana and eat your watermelon.
Go ahead. hmm Check the amount of petals on the flower. When you finish, you will let me know. It's a fern, so take your time and check how much little piece of thing coming off the fern. Go ahead. Yeah.
Let me
You
smile, love. Hey.
This ain't look like Lily. That look like Balize. That look like Balize bush. That ain't look like Lily. Somebody may call that somewhere up in the mountain in the bottom of Granite and they may call that. Is that snake in Balize? Yes, okay.
It is a powerful one, eh? Where were we?
Put the big bouquet of flower right in front of my damn face, so I have to watch it now. It's all the
Yeah,
respect you have.
so
I
we was talking about the stones, right?
I go
Yeah.
geriatric on you, you know.
So
Go ahead.
put back my rose there, yeah. So yes, we was on the stones, and the young lady was sitting. By the way, thank you. The young lady was sitting in uniform, right? The young man was also in uniform, and she came, and she was sitting on the young man's lap. Now, I'm like, no, and like you seen people passing, and it's like, so I stopped, pulled up, and I'm like, that's not a good look. Why are you sitting on the young man's lap in uniform? I get a tanty, like you want to sit on people's lap too, from the young man. And it was a source of amusement and entertainment. So I simply turned around, went into my vehicle and pressed drive and continued along my way.
Okay, you see, let me
So
tell
you're
you.
trying,
Let
but
me tell you what that
they
is,
don't
Aruna.
listen.
No, Aruna, you have to understand your environment. You have to know when to do what to do. You see in the back there in public space, the only people, children, I telling anything in the back there is if by some miracle, by some special miracle, I see my daughter in the back there. And I say
But you have to be a miracle because
It's a miracle.
your daughter knows she father and she knows she mother. There's no way your daughter going on no
that's what I'm
stones.
saying. No,
and
God,
sit
that's
up
what
on
I'm
no
saying.
stones and no
So I'm just
lap.
saying that is the only time in the back day I have anything to tell anybody, right? But the point I'm making is the other day I came here about 4 weeks ago. I came to work, and we have a nice little comfortable bench outside Power. And when you come early, most of the times I do
Good
it. You sit
breeze
down,
out.
you relax, you're taking the atmosphere, the ambience, you look around the scenery as much as it might be walls and concrete, but you see people from time to time. And I met 2 young people there, very, very snuggle. And so I ain't say nothing. I come inside, I leave them alone, and I watching. And you remember I came to you and I asked you, any of these 2 people outside, they come to you? I ask everybody in the building say no. So when I figure, well, enough is enough, I walked outside. I said, excuse me, folks, because I tell you, I approach them with respect. Because you don't have my respect until you decide to not have it. Excuse me, folks. You guys waiting on somebody here? No. The young man answered, no. I said, well, this is not a place of loitering. And furthermore, this is not a place for this kind of loitering. So here's what. Before I could even say anything else after, here's what. Pick up bag, pick up this, pick up that. Down the corridor. They're gone.
Listen,
Because you're in my space. You see, when you're coming to my space and my environment, I will deal with you. And if you want us to sort out, we could sort out. If you understand what I'm saying. But so you have to deal with them with respect, but understand you. So you going in the back, they talking to them and think they go laugh at you. As a matter of fact, were you crazy? You're lucky they didn't stone your vehicle.
no, I was. Listen, you ever see a dog when you shout for a dog, or you just put your tail between your leg and walk and turn it back and walk away? That's what I did. Chucked my tail, and walked away. And that's the thing about it is, it's not just the sitting after school. That was like after 4. After 4, school most time 2:30, and it was like after 4 and they were just sitting there, nobody's business. Plus, they were smoking.
But this is a call for the authority. You all
They
have
were
to do something what's going on in the back
You
of
could
the INIS
smell
building.
the
Yeah,
smoke.
you all
You
have
could
to do something with
smell the weed smell. They'll be sitting on those steps. On the steps, smoking, and sometimes you hear sometimes at the end of the day, I mean, it would always come back to parents, even though they try their very best, even though they do everything within their power. You see, you make a child, you don't make his or her mind. They're gonna do whatever they want to do, regardless of all the discipline or the disciplinary measures you might try to.
They go stray, but they go come back. Once you do the right thing, they can't prevent them from straying, but they go and come
but
back.
what you have now, Jason, is that we have a younger population, younger in everything. I remember my teachers; they were like, I saw them like almost my mother's age. Like you saw them like old people, no disrespect, but you saw them as elderly people who you have respect for. Now we have younger in everything, and it's like a battle. And I see teachers complaining every day, talking about how much of a challenge it is in the classroom to either maintain discipline or to get respect from students. You couldn't call a teacher by their first name. It was always Mr. or Miss or Mrs. whoever, any day of the week, in school, out of school. So where do we fix this breakdown? How do we bridge that gap? Because there's a serious breakdown when it comes to discipline and respect and all of that. It's just like it's a free for all. And then and a lot of the instances, based on who I've spoken to, it's always a case of, well, it's me alone fighting up with this child. I tired, me alone. Where is the father? Well, this, that, and the other. It's a lot of me alone fighting up, and I can't be bothered because he want to fight with me. I can't talk to him because he wants to fight with me.
That is a whole different conversation, because a lot of the times fathers are absent for a number of reasons. Right? And sometimes, and I wouldn't say many times, sometimes it has to do with the other person. So that is a different conversation that has to be dissected. That takes a week or a month to be dissected, because we're talking about females here. We're talking about male and female. So that is a month-long conversation. But I want to say that one of our, and I mentioned this yesterday, and I'm holding real steady and fast to this, a lot of the problems in our society comes about because of our level of hypocrisy. Watch me. If you stem back, if you look at all the problems that we have and you trace it back, I can guarantee you that it started somewhere with hypocrisy. We have to be true to ourselves. We have to be true to the people we engage with. We have to stop doing things based on who is who. We have to start telling people the truth, not the truth as they want to hear it. We have to start engaging people and letting people know exactly, no, listen, me and you good, but I do not accept this. I will not accept this. You understand what I'm saying? There is a time for us to have some open heart surgery. And the sooner we do it, the better. We cannot continue to massage people's egos because of how we feel about them or what they might be able to do for us or whatever position they're in. I mean, I am sorry, but I am not going to masturbate anybody's ego. And that is what it is. Most of the times we sit down and it is a masturbation of the ego. You understand what I'm saying? I am not going to do that. You have to be very brutally honest with people. And sometimes you lose a couple of friends along the way. But guess what? Everybody comes in, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Right? Reason, season, or lifetime. I hold on to that I've had some wake-up calls in my life, and there are some things that I'm holding on to, and I intend to hold on to it until the good Lord takes me. Reason, season, or lifetime. I admit and I accept the fact that my children are for lifetime. My family is for lifetime. I accept that, right? Because I'm holding fast to principles. But me and you good today. But if you want to get vexed and me and you ain't good tomorrow because of something I say, or you feel you don't want to talk to me or reason to me on it, then go.
Like, and I always said, how could you be,
Aruna,
somebody
you look
comes
beautiful.
to you.
What kind of comment? Wait. Anyhow, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
What's your problem today?
Nah, nothing. Go ahead now.
Hold on. Somebody sent a voice note. Let me play it. Hold on. Okay, let me hear what this person has to say. Let me make sure it's the right time. Okay, got it. I have to put it over on my phone.
Good day. understand all what you all saying, and we all have to help. We all have to try to reach out to help our youth of today, you know. And the era today, trust me, it's not easy. It's a really tough one. And as much as we're willing to try, just imagine, you know, the system, the world organization, the system, however you want to put it, you know. Just imagine your child or your daughter or your son, you cannot hit them because they know, based on how you slap them or how you hit them, they see it as abuse. They can run to the police and say, Mommy abused me. And Daddy, look what Daddy abused me. Alright? Just imagine that they had this thing against Bible and Bible teachings, you know, at schools. So, I don't know. We all have to try, you know, but you see the system?
Sound like we're giving up, man.
Just imagine the teachers cannot discipline kids how they wish or how they feel like in the way they should discipline them. They cannot even talk to some of them too harsh, you know? They see it as, you know, you're coming down on them when you're trying to show them the right way and lead them into the right path. That is serious stuff, because just imagine, you know, the way it's going and the way things have been going. It's really sad. Look at social media. Look at how kids are exposed to social media, gadgets, no rules. Parents are trying. I know there are parents that are really trying hard. But look how much and how many things they're exposed to. So, to me, it all goes back again to the way people, you know, lost respect for the biblical side of it from us doing the right things, you know? So a child will not depart from it.
See, I don't know. Before my child go in the police, me and them not going in the police station together.
And you know, listening
two
to
are
the
we go-
caller
all are
and
we
listening
going
to
to
the
police
sound,
station
that
together?
is how a lot of parents sound.
Yeah.
Parents that I speak, they've given up. This whole defeatist attitude is like, it's like,
see
you know,
children-
whatever happens. They're tired.
Don't play with people's minds. Let me tell you something. Your children will know, and let me look at all this straight in all the eye and tell all of this. Your children will know when
Put the
you
mic where your mouth to.
when you fear them. Your children will know when you fear them. Make no mistake about it. And anytime they get the little feeling that, okay, well, mommy freed me now or daddy freed me now, well, crapo smoke your pipe. Crapo smoke your pipe. You understand what I'm saying? So, and let me go back to a point I was making. I want to add to a point I was making, I should say, because it all has to do with this. We cannot, there's no manual to how we deal with these children, right? But they are saying something. They are saying something. A lot of them are saying, we want to work. A lot of them are saying, we want to eat. We want an opportunity. We can do this, we can do that. A lot of them are saying these things to us. But many a times we are not hearing because we communicate just one way. We communicate just one way. You have to look and ask it. You have to have a conversation with your children. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a conversation with each other. As big people, we have to converse. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of the times what you find parents doing, they just pass orders. Do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. And that's the extent of the conversation.
I pass orders, but I converse but when I pass orders, I serious about my orders. When my wife pass, she orders. It's serious orders. You understand? And when my wife pass orders, me, I sit down me and say nothing. I go in at me and say nothing. Because when Madam decide, hey, ting, and she start with it, nobody can come and say daddy this and daddy that. I sit down in a corner, me and say nothing. You understand? You remember when people say when mommy talking to Tom, Jerry had to be quiet because you know the thing that's come is in a wave. You understand? So
Everybody gets it.
I back in my little corner and I pretty. You understand? You understand? It always has something happening on the TV,
But
sports
it's
related.
so hard to listen. I remember sometimes my mother not even having to say a word. They just
Boy,
look
that
at you,
boy.
and whatever you're doing, like the look was more dangerous because the look, in the look you saw promises
That look was
of
piercing.
what you're going to get if you continue, of what is to come if you continue doing what you're doing. The look was more lethal than her opening her mouth and saying stop.
You know. And
When
if,
you
if
get
they're
that
wearing
eye,
glasses, Aruna, if
and
they're
if
wearing
they
glasses,
put the glasses down and they're watching you under your eye,
you're getting that look through the top of the glasses.
inside and outside, especially when you're outside, and especially if you're going shopping or you're going supermarket and you're walking around picking up and touching people's things, and they look at you, they turn around, or sometimes you get a A. You see the look at the A?
You get a junior. Hey!
got
Let
Jerry.
me stop. I have to try and compose myself. This is a serious topic.
When you get that A, it literally made you froze in that spot. But I'm seeing parents like literally, and not even, you're talking about toddlers. They're having a hard time disciplining and a hard time getting them to listen.
Watch me, Aruna. Our leaders have to, and I say our leaders, and people have this way of misinterpreting for their own personal benefit. Let me say this: our leaders, meaning our societal leaders, not just the politicians, but our leaders, the upstanding people in the community, the politicians, the lawyers, the doctors, the nurses, the people who consider themselves leaders, or the people who would love to be considered as leaders. We need to start standing up. And I'm saying we because I'm guilty by association, right? In as much as I may do my own standing up, I'm saying we because I accept the fact that we are guilty by association, right? And I'm saying that it is important that we stand up, that we address, because this horse has bolted it. This horse has bolted. What we're seeing now is a release of the undercurrent that has been there for the last couple of years, right? But we still have a chance to at least rein it in, right? Because make no mistake, this is not something that just we wake up and this happened overnight. This is a release of the undercurrent that has been bubbling for a number of years. But thankfully, like Kikemjini, it has not erupted yet. So we have an opportunity to simmer it back down of some sort. But it has to happen when we are truthful and honest with ourselves, honest with the people we engage, honest with our situation. It has to happen from that perspective. The people, and I keep on saying it, the people in charge must take charge. And that even reflects on some of us. The people in charge must take charge. And if we're not going to do that, where we could talk from now until next month, next year, all we're going to be doing is shooting the breeze. No pun intended. But, I mean, we talking crap. If we ain't doing nothing about it, we talking crap. It's as simple as that.
And as someone says, it has to happen now.
Yeah.
It has to happen now. We ain't have time as we think.
No.
And most might not be aware because you're not in certain situations to hear the conversations or to hear the complaints. So to you, it might seem as though everything is perfect, but it's not. It's really not. And if we don't deal with this like ASAP, like right now, listen.
The current, first of all, I believe that, and I mean, when you make comments, people will talk politics and things, but I really don't care what people say. If people misinterpret, I am responsible for what I say. I'm not responsible for how you interpret it, right? The Prime Minister is the Minister for National Security, and he's the Prime Minister. He has to start right now saying, and by speaking, no more silence. This is what needs to happen. This is how we are going to do it, and we are going to address it, and we are going to start by doing A, B, C, D, E, and you have to lay out a plan. The Commissioner of Police and his subordinates, right? His immediate subordinates, the people in the hierarchy in the police force, needs to start understanding and taking some serious action and engaging the public and letting the public know. There must be some level of assurance, reassurance that, we are dealing with this. And once that starts to happen from there, the rest of us down in the bottom of them will have no choice but to follow suit. But guess what? My grandmother's always telling me this. I thank God I grew up with my grandmother.
Yep.
When fish start to spoil, he does rot from the head. She told
Come
me,
down.
uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. You understand? You see how Uncle, how Junior Lee there when he was talking to Uncle, whatever his name is, and Uncle tell him to go left, he had to go right. You see these parables, don't play with these parables. Because
It's a
they
lot of
knew
meaning.
what they were saying. We have to start dealing with this situation now. And they must, and it's not that we're done talking, there has to be action. Because we are losing our young people, and we are losing them socially, we are losing them physically. They are damaging one another.
Mentally, emotionally, all
Right?
the
They are
ways you can
literally
think about.
killing one another. They are killing one another physically, socially. They are killing themselves economically. You understand? We are killing ourselves spiritually. We have to start dealing with this.
Yeah.
now.
Someone says we have to start a now campaign. I like that. A now campaign. So, on that note, I think that's all the time we have. Yeah, it's time for everyone to come together, irrespective of
Yeah.
colors, denomination, whatever it is.
And-
We
and-
can't
and-
profess
and
to
I don't
love
want to
this
hear this
rock.
up thing again. I fed up with this up thing, because this up thing, is the up thing is the left version of we on the move and anybody could stop us now. We politicize everything, so I don't want to hear this up thing. I tired of this up thing. Always think everything is a politics. I tired of this shoppiness.
Stop us now.
You understand what I'm saying? No, but I'm telling you, one is left and one is right. That's what this is, you know. And I'm fed up with that shoppiness. So let me start dealing with this now. Let me forget all the fancy talk and the up. Let me forget
let's
that and let
get
me
to
start
work.
doing something.
Let's get to work. I agree. And on that note, guys, Debbie, will you leave me alone, please? My WhatsApp can get a breeze. Boy, I tell you, it's always the ones you know. Guys, Jason, thank you so much. Truly enjoyed the conversation, and let's hope we can have more conversations. Like you said, you know, sometimes we talk on the stupidness, we laugh and give, but sometimes we have to have the serious conversations, and it is needed, especially at this time. It is really, really needed.
All the people who have talk shows left and right, and according to Keith Rowley, is only yang. I don't want to hear that no more.
Let's talk.
Let me
about
hear
the
what you
youth.
doing now to start the thing. I don't want to hear that no more.
Let's talk about the youth.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Final one for the week. And on that note, thanks everyone for your participation, and hope we can do this again another time. All right? Have a great Wednesday, everybody, and thank you so much to our friends at Beacon Insurance and Western Union for making today possible as well. Have a good Wednesday, guys.
Ladies' Room comes to you compliments of
Renwick and Thompson Limited.